Hello, LEGO lovers. This is Elle, and this is a LEGO set review of the Child. Set number 75318 with 1,073 pieces, and I believe this little child retails for about $80. And, well, let's get into it. First of all, as you, I hope, know, this is the Child. This is Baby Yoda. Or, well, okay, he's not Baby Yoda. He's a baby of a Yoda species, perhaps, thing. Whatever. All technicals, everyone calls him Baby Yoda for the most part. And this is kind of the middle type, not UCS, buildable character type set, like the Porg, BB-8, etc. So it comes with, this little plaque. As you can see, homeworld unknown, species unknown. Because technically in Star Wars, Yoda's species does not actually have a name. And that is actually true. Age 50, sure doesn't look it. Height 0.337 meters, very tiny. Primary associate, the Mandalorian, and actually kind of his dad. Favorite toy, Razor Crest shifter knob. Actually, I think he likes eating more than playing, but that could just be me. So, first of all, we get this little Baby Yoda mini doll, mini baby figure thing. It does look pretty cute. Admittedly, it is Lego, but I do love the Lego-ifying of Baby Yoda. Really a cute little figure. I like that they got the white into the eyes to make it really show those glistening bright eyes, a puppy dog kind of face almost. And they even got a minor amount of printing detail on his chest. And then, of course, this is a sticker, and they built this simple little stand, which is still pretty nice. I do kind of like how they've done these. But that's not the important part. This little guy is, or big guy, size comparison. See? Okay. So, now we had a buildable Yoda, and that was bigger and more expensive. And to be honest, this is one set that I don't overly worry about the price. I got it for VIP points, but whatever. But price-wise, if I was going to get... I didn't have the other Yoda, so I had no problem getting this one. If you have the other Yoda, you know, it depends on it if you're going to get it. They are very similar in concept. I don't know if the builds are very similar. However, this guy is very cute. And even though he's Lego, and I know some people have some issues with it being Lego, it's blocky, it's sharp, it shouldn't be. He's supposed to be soft and cuddly, even though I'm sure that he's actually really not and is more lizard-like. His big robes can't be really softened up here, but I think they did a great job here. You definitely can look at this and see that it's Baby Yoda. The fact that it's built out of Lego is still, you know, noticeable. I do think, like, leaving all the studs that they kind of have on the cloth robes adds to kind of a rougher texture of it. That it's, you know, not just a sheet, that's more got some thickness to it, I would say. So I actually do like that, and they kind of have it more flat here to represent possibly an overlap, and then around the neck it's a little built up, which is accurate to how it is, and I think that's really cool. Now his hands do not articulate much, which is kind of okay. If you've seen the show, he can't necessarily do a whole lot, but you can see that there is some very minor articulation that you can do. It is on a ball joint. You just kind of got to be careful that you're not gonna pop it off because it is very tight. But so, like, he can do this hand a little bit, and I like how they did the claws with just these like cheese wedges, lots of sand green neat parts in here. And then his other hand holds the Mandalorian. They call it a shifter knob, but I can't believe that a spaceship needs a shifter knob. But basically, it is a simple ball piece. And then that just pops in his hands. And I think if you bring out his hand, and yes, it does roll around, I think you can kind of, maybe not. Maybe you can't put it in. You probably can. It's just a bit finagly. There, it's kind of in there, but it ain't gonna move anywhere else. And then if you want him to do the magic hand thingy, looks kind of actually evil with the reflection in the eyes like that. Maybe there's a dark side to Baby Yoda. But this rolls very easy, so there's a good chance that you could end up losing that very easy if it pops off. So you might want to set that aside or not have it on there, or just be careful with it. So that's how his hands can pose, which this one poses more than the other one. This doesn't move at all, and these are actually just popped on there with a Technic pin. But the important part is his cute, adorable head. So here you can say he's kind of sad or disappointed in himself, or unhappy he did something wrong. It is on a ball joint, so we can spin it around a bit. It's kind of rough. You kind of gotta get it over some parts. I would say this angle is unnatural, his head completely back. But just as an example, it's a ball joint and it can go all the way around. The other really great thing that I think they added to the set, that I think adds a lot to it, is that his ears have articulation, which allows you, because he kind of conveys his emotion through his ears, so you can kind of pose him like that, right? So you can have him up, so he's kind of like alert and happy, and then down, kind of like a dog, kind of sad or unsure, scared perhaps. The other articulation is he does have a little mouth. And if you look in it, you can see it's just a hinge joint there. And to be honest, with that little dark red and that hinge joint, it looks almost like a real mouth. You can imagine that's the gums or maybe tongue, depending on how you look at it, and then he's got his little teeth there. So I think that's actually a really nice, incredible detail that might not have been intentional. And as you can see, my ring light really goes really well in those eyes. It's almost kind of creepy. But those eyes are slightly printed. I'm not sure. There's a little brown on the edges on each of them. So it's kind of hard to tell. But again, so you can, pose them a little bit like that. However you want. Make him sad. Make him happy. Make him eating something, I would imagine you could, I have only a Baby Yoda here, but, you could kind of put something in his mouth, perhaps. Now, his hand can't go up to his mouth, unfortunately. You could probably convert him to be holding a cup. I don't like the all the way open. The slightly open, I think, is way better. But the question is this little guy worth $80? Parts-wise, I didn't do a parts review on him because you basically get a pile of sand green, which is nice. There's a lot of different parts in the sand green. And you also get a pile of dark tan, and that's pretty much it. Also, it's a larger set, so it would have been a lot. But now I'm going to do something just so you can kind of see the build. And it's actually easy to do this. All the sides come apart. And you might not notice at first, but as you can see, it's got basically a Technic structure in there. And the interesting thing about that structure is I really like that, and I think that could be used for some sort of large tree, actually. But yeah, it's pretty simple in my mind how it's built. Just really kind of four sides, and you pop those together. And yeah, that's a really cool model. And like I said, this is going to be graphic, but that's his head. You just got a ball joint, and it does kind of move back and forth, so you do have some flexibility there. Now, this doesn't move side to side, but because of the ball joint, it can move side to side. And then his head is nice. I like how they got the ears in there. A couple problems I have is actually on the head, is that gap there, which I don't think you can really do anything about, but it's not the worst there. The one thing that I do not like is how this shows through the back. If you're looking at it from the back, that doesn't look that great. However, you usually won't really care about looking at it from the back. So that's how he looks from the front, and that's what you're going to see. So his ears, you won't see that on his ears, and it's not really the worst, I would say. But first of all, this is an adorable character. I love Star Wars, and I love Lego. So that's kind of why this is great. If you don't love Lego but you love Star Wars, you might still get this. If you love Lego but you don't necessarily like Star Wars, this might not be an attraction for you. But overall, I love this cute little guy. I got him on my vacation, so this guy will have a memory as being something I actually bought from the Lego store. And he'll be a great addition to a shelf. I actually, when I was on vacation, had him up on my bed, and he just looked really cute there hanging out. So definitely a really awesome, cute set. Obviously, not a whole lot of figures going on in here. Nice that they do include the mini Baby Yoda. I think that's a nice little addition that they do with these sets. And it's a nice, cute display piece. Some people might say it looks ugly. I don't think it does, because I know Lego is not a perfect sculpting thing. It does have limitations, but that also is what makes it Lego. So, thank you for watching this video. I give this a great set rating. Parts-wise, I won't know if you'd really want to ever get this, unless you're like, I need dark tan, I need sand green. But otherwise, cute set, nice buildable figure, almost size accurate probably. But thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you will check out one of my other videos, Evil Magic Hand Thingy.